Hey, Garland Vance here. Have you ever had somebody ask you to do something, but they preface it by saying, I know that you're busy, but could you? Well, that happened to a friend of mine and a subscriber, somebody who has read Gettin, Unbusy and implemented Gettin, Unbusy into her life. And she emailed me recently with this great question. She said, I'm finding myself getting angry at people. I've had 3 or 4 people in the last week make a statement such as, I know that you're busy, but... She goes on to say, I've tried so hard to not state that I'm busy, and I feel that I've been positive and joyful at work. I seriously want to scream at them when they say this. It's like they're speaking death on me. Do you have any suggestions? I know I can't control what people say, but is there something I'm missing that I could work on? So how do you respond when you've worked hard to get unbusy and somebody speaks that death on you, like she says? So here's how I responded to Amber. First, I think it's important to understand why people say that. And one of the reasons that they say that is because they're so busy. And because they're so busy, it's easy to assume that other people are busy as well. And really, it's a way of almost apologizing for the request that they are going to ask. It's their way of saying, if you ask me to do this, I wouldn't have time to do it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they would say no, but it's their way of saying, I know that I wouldn't have time to do it, so I'm sorry for asking you this question. So that's helpful, I think, to understand the motives that drive somebody to say that. It's almost an apology to you. Then I said there actually is something that you can say to people that I've found very helpful. In fact, anytime somebody says to me, hey, I know you're busy, but could I ask you to do this? I typically try to stop them and say, actually, I'm not busy. I've worked really hard in my life to make sure that I'm not busy so that I have time for my biggest priorities. Now, I would love to hear what you are going to ask. And because I'm unbusy, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm definitely going to say yes, but busyness will not be an excuse for me to say no. So tell me what it is that you want. I have grown to love this because it says to them that if I say yes to them, it's because they make the list of a high priority and what they're asking, that it lines up with my purpose and it helps me and them become more productive, and it's a way of serving and caring for them. But if I say no to them, it lets them know it's not because I'm overcommitted, it's because this isn't one of my highest priorities. So that is what I've found to be helpful. Rather than getting frustrated and angry at people for assuming that you're busy, let them know that you're actually not busy and give them an invitation to ask you what they want to ask you. I hope this helps you as you strive to get unbusy so that you can respond to people well and you can live and lead with purpose, productivity, and peace.